Hello, I'm Cody Charvet with Sedgwick County Emergency Management. Welcome to the second video in our series on disaster preparedness. Last time, the focus was on building a kit. This time, we'll discuss emergency planning. If you want the best chance to survive a disaster, the key is to plan ahead. But instead of trying to come up with a specific plan for every possible scenario, we want you to focus on your two basic options. Just keep it simple. It's either shelter in place or evacuate. If the danger is outside, then we need to shelter in place, like you would if a tornado is headed your way. Figure out now where your shelter area will be. The best place is a basement or cellar, and under something sturdy like the stairs or a table. If underground isn't an option, get to an interior room without windows. Interior bathrooms are good because you can get in the tub and pull pillows or comforters over the top of you. If you live in manufactured housing or you just don't have a good interior room that will shelter you from a tornado, then you need to figure out now where you're going to go. Maybe it's your neighbor's basement or a relative a few blocks away. Some smaller cities even have a community shelter available. If your plan calls for you to leave and go somewhere else, then remember, the key is to get there early. You don't want to be driving across town or even running next door when the storm is right on top of you. Plus, you need to have time to switch to Plan B in case the shelter is full or locked. And of course, that means you also need to have a Plan B. Other types of disasters and emergencies require us to evacuate, such as a flood or a train derailment, and we need to have a plan there too. All of our schools have an evacuation plan in case of fire. Hopefully your workplace does too. But what about your home? Have you sat down with your kids and talked about 2 exits from every room? What about a meeting place in the neighbor's yard where everyone knows to gather so you can tell if anyone's missing? Actually, your family plan should include 3 rendezvous points, just in case you're separated by work or after-school events when disaster strikes. Don't just assume you'll be able to call your family members and make arrangements on the fly, because after a really big event, the cell phone towers are going to be completely jammed up. Your first meeting point is the one just outside in case of fire. The second should be a few blocks away in case you can't get onto your street. And the third should be a few miles away in case your entire neighborhood was hit. As an extra backup, designate one out-of-town family member that everyone knows to call to help coordinate communication. After a disaster, all the local lines might be busy, but long-distance calls usually will get through from a landline. These tips are just the basics to get you started. There's a lot more information available at our website, sedgwickcounty.org.